Good morning, guys. How are you doing? It's Alex again. Okay, today I have a good message for you. After a lot of reading and a lot of practice, I have finally figured out a way how I'm gonna go about learning to day trade. Which I think is this is a question that everyone who wants to learn to day trade eventually has to answer, and I think I've come a long way today. So let me start off today by saying that we're not going to look at my recording of trading today, because what I'm going to about to say, I only traded scalping. I only traded the scalping technique today, and I'm going to explain to you why I chose that one in a minute. And it's easier to explain why I do that and what I did today just by looking at the charts right now. The message is very simple in terms of the trades, and I'm gonna go into that in a minute. So let me just quickly brief in that how I came about this decision today. So okay, I've been in the recent days. If you watched my previous videos, you've heard me say that I need to find a proper strategy for myself that I can practice right now in this process. In this at this period where I'm trying to learn how to trade, I need to find this proper strategy, right? And I've been reading a lot. I've been reading several books. I got a lot of books on trading, and I just kind of skipped through all of them. Got some new books, and skimmed. I think is the word. Skimmed through all the. You know what I'm talking about. In fact, let me here. I'm probably going to do this trade real quick here. I'm just going to buy 100 shares here at the 9 EMA, the moving average, the 9-period moving average, because this stock today has been textbook. I mean, everything has been perfect. You can see today is my first green day, and I started the day red. I might have to get out of here if this doesn't hold the 9 EMA. This is perfect live trading. I got in a little bit early. If it breaks any lower than what it is right now, I'm gonna get out. If it breaks higher, I'm gonna add. Sorry, I'm getting distracted from the message that I'm trying to convey to you guys today. Let's just watch this, because this has been textbook, and it has not broken. It has only broken below the 9 moving average once earlier, but it recovered really quickly, and it looks like it's recovering here as well. Let me just add real quick. Did I just add? No, I did not add. Did I add now? Yes, I did. 446, a little bit higher than I wanted. But this stock has been trading textbook, and the message that I'm going to give you today is this opportunity, on an opportunity like this, will arise. Of course, my message is going to be really fucked up if I mess this one up right now. Let's just give it a little bit of time. So after I read a lot of books, I got some new books that I started reading, and I started watching a lot of videos on YouTube. And what I've especially found helpful are the interviews that Timothy Sykes, does for his own students. There are some really good interviews. If you haven't, there are some really good interviews. If you haven't yet, go watch them. I think he interviews Tim Grittani, Stephen Ducks, and I think I forgot the third one. I didn't watch that one. But the point is, these are kind of longer videos than usual. In fact, the Timothy Sykes videos in general are I mean, bad. This guy just talks so much. He just talks too much for my taste, and he doesn't really convey a message in most of his videos. At least not the learning message, where you learn like something about a pattern or a certain strategy or a certain stock or anything like that. And only in those interviews, which are a little bit longer, these people talk about their journey, how they became a successful trader. Now this is really struggling, which is the first time today. Let's just blow this one. Oh, this is a bit too big. This is a bit too big. I want to make this, let's say, this large. This is a good size. To see where this is going. In fact, I do need the, where is it here? The level 2. I'm gonna get out here. Yeah, definitely now. Okay, I lost money, and now I'm back in the red. This is a bad example, but I think the message that I'm about to convey, I can still tell you, because this one First of all, it's the first time today, and second of all, I am still practicing. So here you see that there are times when it just gets difficult. Um, and here, these are two indecision candles. And this one happening is just, I mean, essentially when you see this, there's a 50-50 chance it's going to go either up or down. And this time it went down. So I gave back 30 bucks in profit. But it's okay. I'm just simulating, practicing. And anyway, talking about Timothy Sykes' videos, especially if you look at the interviews, these people are going to tell you how they learned, and essentially the message in with all of them is that first of all they all failed at least once. They blew up. Not all of them, but like most of them really failed at least once. The only exception I think is Stephen Ducks, who kind of learned from everyone and learning from everyone and starting with a higher starting capital. He started with 27,000. He was able to avoid losing too much, and he actually has a very high. He's probably the highest accuracy that I've heard of. He's got like an 85% accuracy. So that's off the charts, really. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by trying to trade this. The With these messages, you can really learn how to go about learning how to trade. And I got there. And through watching those videos and reading the books, I have made the decision that given my current setup in terms of information, I have the Warrior Trading chat room, Warrior Trading Ross. There's three options in Warrior Trading. There's futures, there's large caps, and there's small caps. And I think large caps and futures are only for people. Futures I don't really understand, but they're difficult to be able to trade because there are certain specific needs on it, I believe, on exchanges for you to trade them. So small caps is the best place to start, and most people I think start with that. So that is Ross Cameron who teaches that, and he does scalping technique. And the stocks he searches for, he scans, are tailored to his strategy. So not having any other option right now. Actually, after I've learned scalping, and I do believe I'm going to get in there. I will probably change to a different strategy, and I'll probably change to a different platform. I'm going to keep researching, but I think I like stocks to trade. But currently it's too expensive for me, so I'm not going to go for that. Now I'm going to start learning this one here, and then I'm going to learn that, because the more you learn, the better. And I think you will have to learn 2 or 3 good strategies to be able to be a good trader. But that comes with time. First, you have to master one strategy, because that will kick you off to start. So I have decided that I'm going to do scalping. I'm going to learn scalping today. And I started the day out at like, well, I did these 3 red trades you see here. In fact, it was 4. Zsan was red at the very beginning. I did all in the 9:30 to 9:35 time frame, or maybe 9:40, in the very first 10 minutes of market opening. And what happened today in the general market is these things. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, you can see here they do these spikes. This one is a good example, because this one Zsan did that spike as well. They did a spike, but only 10 or 20 cents, and then faded. And this happened to me at the very beginning, so I lost. With the exception of KNDI, which I also traded early, which kind of did this and then like this. So if you follow my cursor, it did a spike and then kind of slowly went a little bit higher, and I made a tiny profit, of course. Just, I mean 3 cents with 100 shares. It's really nothing. But that was the only one that was green. And then later on, very much later on, I did this other green trade, which 1 cent, which I just predicted to go higher, and it eventually did go higher. I just didn't have the patience to wait it out. And then throughout the day, I did a lot of trades on Zsan. You can see here how many trades I did on Zsan. I essentially, if you look at the chart, this is a perfect chart. My first trade was here. I believe my second trade was here. And then it started doing this, and it always pushes high quite quickly, and then goes down to the 9 EMA. higher 9 EMA, higher 9 EMA, like slightly higher, and it only ever pulled back except for this last one right here, where where I did lose money. It only ever pulled back to the low of the previous green candle, the previous spiked candle. It really never went lower than that. If you just look at this here, this was a new level of resistance, support, I mean, and here it bounced off of that support level, went higher, and here the low point of that is at the low point of this bar. So this is just really picture perfect, and all of this is picture perfect except for here where I think it overextended and just there's no more buyers. I should have watched the volume because, oh yeah, the one thing I did right today, I was watching the volume continuously, and whenever I saw a kind of like a spike of green volume, I knew that this was good. Not this level. This is bad. When it kind of decreases, this is never easy to trade. So I try to avoid these and try to only get into the ones with the high volume. Ideally, something that goes like this here. This is a very good formation, volume formation. It's kind of slowly increasing in green volume bars. So you know, this, I'm now going to focus on learning how to scalp. As you can see, I'm still not there, but I believe if you wait long enough, if you're just patient, you don't overtrade like I'm doing right now because I'm practicing, but if you don't overtrade in real life with real money, you just have to, and if you're patient, opportunities like today, like Zisan, will come up. They will happen, and if you're just watchful, you can get in there and you can make some money. This is my idea right now, and because of the information that I have available, I am going to focus on learning how to scalp. And once I do that, once I'm able to do that, I'm going to look for other strategies. But I have, for the next, at least for the next year, I have this information available, stocks that a scalper would trade with a platform. Well, the platform doesn't really matter. This is just a simulator, which is Sterling. My other platform is Trade Zero, which I actually think is a little bit better. This one has a lot more options and it's a lot more customizable size-wise, so that's really good. But I kind of think Trade Zero is easier and more intuitive to use. But that's just my personal opinion. Everyone has their own ideas. I think the charts in Trade Zero are better because here, if you see, like, I have to click to get any information, but I don't actually get information of the level I'm at right now, because sometimes I would like to do like this. Okay, which level is it at right now, and or which level was this, and this chart doesn't tell me, whereas Trade Zero does. But anyway, that's just one point, kind of like outside of the main point. If you're patient and you adapt whatever strategy you want to learn, or in fact, yeah, you select the information you get, because eventually you will probably get some kind of chat room access or some kind of scanner access, and you adapt your selection of this kind of chat room on the strategy you want to learn. And once you learn, because that's what it's made for, the chat room is good for, you learn that particular strategy. And if you don't like it, you can change to a different chat room, but that's going to cost you extra money. So make sure you think about this before you go buy some kind of chat room access. I think it's unavoidable to buy physical access, to buy access to a chat room, because that's the place where you can find your information and mentorship at the same time. So yeah, this is it today. I think I am on a good track. This is I'm very happy with today's progress. This was perfect for practice, and I only really messed up this one trade I did live. Maybe I definitely wasn't paying attention to volume because I'm talking at the same time. So yeah, maybe I'm just gonna blame it on that. But even if that's not the case, I'm gonna keep practicing this, and hopefully in the next few weeks I will have more green days so I can go back into trading real money. and make some real profits, right? That's the plan. So yeah, I hope you found today's video interesting and educational. Even though I didn't show you any live trading, maybe it's better if I don't show you live trading, because live trading is a little bit more boring because I'm just like commenting what's happening. I don't know. You tell me what you think, and I can definitely adapt to that. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, let me know. Anything you would like me to improve or to focus on, I will. And if not, just like this video so I know that I'm doing the right thing. And I'll see you. Okay, I can't do two things at the same time. I'm sorry. I'll see you again tomorrow. So yeah, goodbye.